Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 is currently filming over in the UK, and for the longest time, ever since the ending of The Last Jedi, a lot of fans have been wondering as to what's going to happen with Rey as a character, and exactly what's going to happen to the Skywalker lightsaber. Is she going to repair it? Is she going to have a brand new lightsaber? What will actually come into fruition in Episode 9 when it comes to new saber designs? Now, about a week ago, we went over some of the various concept art descriptions and storyboard descriptions, etc. of Rey's potential new lightsaber in Episode 9, one of which consisted of Anakin's lightsaber repaired with a ring-like structure around the middle, hinting to us that maybe she welded it all together and put a device around it. But looking at Episode 9 here, one of the other descriptions goes over Rey sitting down with her legs crossed, eyes closed, sitting on a raised platform. Floating in mid-air are two other kyber crystals, one blue, one red. On the ground, these appear to be multiple cylindrical metallic objects, indicating this could be when Rey is building her lightsaber. Now, this also matches with the other concept art description that we went over a couple of weeks ago, about one side being blue and one side being red. However, the blue side is shorter than the other, which could indicate that maybe one side, one crystal that she's using is defective, while the other one is more pure. Now, the reason as to why I think it may be red and or blue is because there was an older concept in The Force Awakens of a mysterious figure holding a lightsaber very similar to this, where one side was blue, one side was red. It was also a double-bladed lightsaber. However, this one, in concept, apparently, one side is going to be shorter than the other. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's a thing in the EU or in Star Wars Legends or canon. I'm not quite sure about that. But could this be why in The Last Jedi they focused on two lightsaber crystals? If you guys look at the kyber crystals in The Last Jedi, they do focus on two of them. One of which being Luke Skywalker's red kyber crystal necklace, which once belonged to a Jedi Crusader from the Old Republic era. And the other, toward the very end of the film, we get a nice focused shot of Anakin and Luke's blue kyber crystal that belonged in their lightsaber. Though it is cracked and shedded on one side, you do get a nice focused look on it for both of these kyber crystals. Is there a reason as to why director and writer Rian Johnson decided to focus on two kyber crystals in this movie? Again, like I say, I always found it kind of funny how they kind of just had a shot of that red kyber crystal fragment and just looked at it for a second and just moved away for no reason. Could it very well be somewhat of a foreshadowing? We do know that Mark Hamill shot some very minor scenes over in Ireland, apparently, for Star Wars Episode 9 a couple of weeks ago, indicating that we could very well be going back to Octu. And if we are going back to Octu, maybe Rey travels there and finds the red kyber crystal necklace in order to make her own saber design. And that's another question open on the table, right? How would Rey really know to build her own lightsaber? Other than the fact that she's a very powerful Force user, how would she really have the knowledge of developing a new one? Could this very well be Luke's third and final lesson to Rey on, of course, how to construct a lightsaber, though I believe that this should only be one of many lessons, as opposed to the final lesson. It seems as so that since Luke is going to be a significant piece in this movie by director J.J. Abrams, we do know that he's doing something very special with the character. Could it be that Luke Skywalker is going to teach Rey how to build a lightsaber? Or could she actually just learn all of this from the ancient Jedi texts that she took from the Tree Library? That's a possibility too. Again, like I say, those books, they hold a lot of knowledge. They hold a lot of details of the ancient Jedi and whatnot. So It's been argued that it's very possible that this is where Luke Skywalker learned the Force projection technique. We do know that Rey apparently in this film is going to have a set of new powers, one of which being the mastered form of Force stasis, or Force freeze, which allows her to essentially block blasts in front of her. Very much like the Matrix at the end of the movie where Neo blocks all the bullets. We went over that concept art description of her blocking a ton of blasts from stormtroopers. So it's the mastered form that Kylo Ren has. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear